Hey everybody, what's going on? It's me, Chase. This is No Chaser TV, and we're here to review episodes 4 and 5 of the Real Housewives of New Jersey. And we're also going to go ahead and talk about the reunion being paused, honey, or not the reunion being paused, but the reunion actually being canceled altogether. And Andy going ahead and saying that we're probably going to go ahead and get a Real Housewives of Atlanta style reboot. I am by myself this week. Okay. Joan and Angie are very, very, very busy executivos, and they will be here with us in the coming weeks. But tonight, I'm gonna fly solo, so I may go ahead and drop the phone line for the entire show. If you guys want to call in, talk to me about whatever, it's totally fine. I am gonna go ahead and review 4 and 5 as well as discuss the reunion being canceled. I see people in the room already. Hey, to the people, how y'all doing? Hey, to the people down over there to the X. This is 500 week, baby. We got 500. Today is 3 months. What's today, the 4th? Today is 3 months that No Chaser TV has been on YouTube, and I'm just so blessed and excited. But we're going to get right on into it. Also, let me just go ahead and throw this out there. You know what I'm saying? Um, if you guys are in the live chat, if you guys are in the live group chat, how y'all doing? Go ahead and click that super chat button and send a bitch some money, okay? Because I do this 4 or 5 times a week. And now that we can get monetized, let's monetize it so we can go ahead and say, oh, Chase, I like them new drapes you got for No Chase TV. I love them new drapes, girl. Oh, Chase, I love that new camera you got. Oh, Chase, I love that new lighting you got. I can't do it all alone, bitch. I need y'all help. So go ahead and click that super chat button. Let me see who's in the group chat already. I see a couple people down there chatting to the thing. Hey, Jasmine. Hey, Amanda K. How y'all doing? Hey, Sean. Listen, it's just me up here, so we're going to get it done. Sean, I don't really want to argue with you this week. We're going to get it done, okay? So let's get right into it. The Real Housewives of New Jersey, episode 4 that we were not able to get to. We'll go ahead and get to that. Um, okay, so Marge is with her husband, Joe B, and she says that Jen Fessler is weak sauce. Now, girl, if I was Jen Fessler, I would feel a type of way because regardless to how you feel like I'm moving, I'm supposed to be your friend. And Jen has not slandered Marge on camera yet. And Marge is already going with the slander because she's upset that Jen deviated from whatever plan that they had to ice out Teresa by speaking with her. So now she's weak sauce. And I don't really live for that. If we're supposed to be friends, like Marge says that we're supposed to be friends, then why are you going up there calling me weak sauce? I don't live. I normally I break the scene down, but I had to get into that early because that really hurt my nerves. And this is another reason why I don't like Marge. Because it's very much do as I say, but not as I do. Is that the saying? Is that how it go? Okay, y'all know what the hell I'm trying to say. Do as I say, but not as I do. Do as I do, but not as I say. Do I do Stevie Wonder? Whatever it is, you do not have to be blind. You do not have to be, you know, just a person who lacks thoughts to see that something's not right with this Marge chick. Anyway, Marge is offended that Jackie let everyone read her book first besides her. She says that Jackie didn't check on her after Jan's death anniversary, and it's coming on the 1 year anniversary, and Marge begins to cry. Now, I do not have a husband yet. If you out there watching, holla at me. That's on my lean shirt. If you out there watching, holla at me. I don't have a husband, but let me ask the people in the room who have had relationships, who have had situations, if that is appropriate, because I'm not sure whether or not that's appropriate. Is it appropriate for you to, well, I mean, maybe it's appropriate. I don't know. For you to be with the man who you cheated on your deceased husband with, crying about your deceased husband. Is that awkward, or, is that what a helpmate's supposed to do? Help you through these hard times, crying over another man that you cheated on with down to the thing. I wish I had my people here to help me. I'm gonna pick a comment and see what the people say. Y'all, listen, me, yes. And Sean, I don't want to hear no mouth. Let me see. Can you skip? Can you skip all this? Oh baby, oh baby, I got one for Rachel tonight. So buckle up. I can't skip it, but I'm definitely gonna hurry up and get to it. I got one for Miss Rachel tonight. Yes, I do. Hey Antonio, thank you for showing up. Hey Ronnie. Ronnie says that's a good question. Y'all know I cannot see. This is why I be having. Listen. People be like, well, why don't you just do it by yourself? I like the banter with the people on the stage with me, and it also helped me read. So I'm sure that was a good comment, but I can't damn see it. So that's sad. And this is my favorite drink, one of my favorite drinks. I don't drink, I don't eat ice cream, so I do like frozen Coke or like a Mountain Dew Baja Blast Freeze. Oh my God, I love Baja Blast Freezes. In the group chat, what y'all say? Is that normal for like your spouse to help you mourn the loss of a previous husband or a previous wife or a previous spouse? I think that in my opinion, it would be normal. Like I can see that hurting someone depending upon how you left them, but the way that she left Jan and how she left Jan, which is why her children allegedly don't speak to her no more, would be like, are we really mourning him when we did him this way? I don't know. It's a little weird. It's a little weird. Jen Fessler and Rachel meet for coffee. Speaking of weird, and Rachel is crying and is so hurt that Fessler is continuing to speak to Teresa. Jen Fessler is confused by the reaction that Rachel is giving her. Rachel feels that, when you sit down with someone who tried to attack her family and her children, um, as well as her husband, that they should get zero from you. Fessler does not necessarily agree, but she does let her know that she did advocate for has been for John Fuda. I'm sorry, I don't live for John Fuda. He give meth mouth. Y'all know what that is. He gives meth mouth. Um, but he did clear for that has been line. He didn't clear for the has been line, but it's funny because like calling Teresa a has been. Like, really? Come on, you guys. Even if you don't like Teresa, you can honestly tell me that y'all feel like Teresa is a has been. Like, for real? I'm not going for it. I don't live. All right. So Jan Fessler says that she advocated for Rachel and she should consider that a victory. Girl, let's turn on airplane mode. Can y'all hear me? Sorry about that. I feel like people know what I'm doing a show and just be want to call me. What's that about? Is it because I'm finna get into Rachel ass? Is that what the people calling me to stop? Because I'm not going to stop. Rachel's going to get these hands up, okay? So basically, long story short, blah blah blah. They sitting down. Jen Fessler is like super confused as to why this 32-year-old person with his bent up nose is sitting up there doing all this boohoo crying. But I figured it out. And you know what I figured out? And I gotta be honest with you, y'all not gonna like it. Jen Fessler is a fake ass bitch. And that's why Rachel is crying because Rachel is batshit crazy. Do not get me wrong. But everybody keeps saying how bad Jen Fessler used to wear out, Louis used to wear out Teresa behind their back. Oh, no, no, we're never going to go for it. I'm never going to hang out with them. I'm never going to be cool with them. And the first thing she did was go sit with that lady. Now, when they say that they became quick friends and, they were almost like family, how quickly they gel together and move forward. And Jen Fessler is called, confused by the reaction. I feel like, when you is Jen Fessler is a fake ass bitch. I know I'm supposed to be reading Rachel, but let me just get Jen Fessler out the way because Rachel doing all this big one because the plan is not going according to plan. We heard Jackie this week in an interview say that Marge wanted her, Jackie, and Jim Fessler to quit the show if Louis came back. allegedly, according to Jackie, which allegedly, according to the people, is contract tampering. So if this was the conversations that were being had, and we all show up to the first group scene, and bitch, you go sit over there with the Queen Bee Teresa. Oh, girl, I'm crying too. Oh, okay. Hey, production. Oh, thank you. You saved my life. I'm crying too. I'm gonna be upset too. So I'm gonna have to go ahead now. I know we don't like Rachel, but I think the punishment do fit the crime in this instance because again, Jackie said that Marge wanted them to quit if Louis came back. They didn't quit, and now they're trying to be friends with Teresa. It is weird. I got to be honest with you. Now, Sean, the people say I'm not fair, Sean, but I'm being fair. That's weird. I wish I could see that comment. You know what? Um, Production, Demisio. Did you watch the episode? Come on up the stage, baby. Is he gonna come up on the stage? Let me see what he said, cause baby, he been. mm, yeah, for a little bit. I'm gonna take callers throughout the whole show. That's what I'm gonna do. So, Demisio, you could be our first caller of the day. So come on up here, Demisio. Give your quick thoughts. Am I wrong for thinking that Jen Fessler is a fake ass bitch? Let me know, Demisio.
Oh, hey, Chase, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, I was just trying to make sure.
Well, do
But
you
I
think that
don't.
Jen Fessler is being fake in this moment, or do you think Rachel's doing too much?
I personally think Rachel is doing team too goddamn much. Me
Don't use the
personally,
Lord's name in vain, baby. But why?
because I just feel like you. I mean, I'm not gonna say that you can't be fast friends with someone, but I just feel like this. Oh my God, you're my best friend, and like girl, Rachel, stop, like stop. It's giving desperate. It's giving everything that Jackie has said. It's just like I don't really understand. They're acting like Jen Fessler is being BFFs with Teresa. Like it's just giving like that they're grade A Regina Georgia.
They are. Don't get me wrong, and I'm not excusing what they're saying, but Jackie connected a lot of dots for me in that interview. It makes me understand why they're so mad. It all comes from a place of them being some hating assholes, and I ain't changing on that. It all comes from a place of hateration. But when we all decided to get together as witches and stir this brew up, and then we get down to the thing, and y'all decide y'all don't want to be witches no more, y'all hopping out the brooms. What the hell going on?
I mean, yeah, that's true. That's
You get what I'm
true. But
saying?
yes, but at the same time, I'm just like I'm so tired of Margaret sitting up in that raggedy ass house talking shit all the time. Ugh,
Well, she
in
did
that
that for the last two
raggedy house,
episodes, baby. I gotta be honest.
in that raggedy house. Ooh,
That is such a good comment, Latasha Collins. Yes, moving on this show is so weird because it feels like only one side of the fence is allowed to move on, and if the other side of
yeah,
the fence moves on, it's totally unacceptable, weird, and I'm gonna hold you to the hurt that they put you through all those years ago. The phone lines are open, you guys. WCO, I'm gonna drop you down. I'm gonna go ahead and read some more. If you want to come up, you come up anytime and pipe in, okay?
okay.
All right, thank you. How y'all doing? Now, listen, I'm a little nervous because I'm up here by myself, but I got to be grown. I'm a grown woman now, and I can't have no chase TV and don't be able to run it. So I got to go ahead and push my bra up, stick my boobs out, and get the job done. Okay. All right. Yeah, Fessler fake. That's what I got out of that. I'm sorry. Rachel, like doing all that crying, it's like, I think that that's fake as well. She is hurt, right? And she batshit crazy. Don't get me wrong. She hurt and she batshit crazy. But she is also trying to turn on the waterworks to do anything to vilify Teresa to an already a higher level than what most people think that she's at. Like, I can't believe you would just sit around and talk to somebody who just, and I'm sorry. You're not that hurt. You're not that hurt. You're not that hurt. But I am gonna be honest with you. Jen Fester did betray that girl. And y'all can say what y'all want to say about it. I like Jen. I live. Betrayal is betrayal. The girls are at Jen Aiden's home for Biscuit's birthday. And their mutual friend, Lena, who's a hairdresser, was there. And Lena says that she did Danielle's hair, and Danielle told her to come down to the event. So Lena thought she was going to be in the VVIP. Word to Dubai. Did y'all watch Dubai? Y'all liked it? Let me know. Lena thought she was gonna be in the VVIP, and Danielle told her to get her ass out of VVIP. No, ma'am. No, God. No, God. You work for me. You're not very important. Especially very, very important. Not you, Miss Lena. Now, I got to ask y'all a question. Was this a setup? Was this done for Jen to expose how nasty that Danielle has been reported to be to those who work in service and to those who work, in a capacity that Danielle feels is lesser to her, even though she's been on the show for 2 years and allegedly done spent all her damn New Jersey money. Now she worried as hell because the people say they ain't getting no reunion check, and the people say the majority of their asses ain't coming back, but we all know who is coming back. Mm, that's some good stuff, y'all. Ooh, mm-mm-mm. I don't know. It felt like a setup, and it feels like we starting to get a pattern. A pattern. We starting to get a pattern. And the thing about the pattern is, Jen Aiden will pretend as if she didn't do it to be messy until she's absolutely cornered, and then she gonna own her mess. Or so when she realizes, okay, I need to own my mess. This might not look good. This might not be cute. Um, but yeah, other than that, it felt like a setup. It felt like a scheme that Todd set up. However, Danielle does need to be exposed. Danielle has split down so bad for me, y'all, over these last two episodes. Like, I really thought that Danielle was going to be that girl of the franchise, almost a new Teresa, almost somebody who could come in and move the show forward if it decided to need to go into that direction. But she really don't have the eye or the teeth. And allegedly her breath be stank. That's what the people say. I ain't say it. They say her breath be stank. They say she don't have no money. They say she rude to the service workers. She rude to the people. I know y'all in the group chat. I know y'all know. Now, did y'all hear? Am I the only one who heard that not only is Danielle attitude stank, her breath is too? Am I the only one who heard that? I ain't think I was the only one who heard that. But yeah, Danielle definitely clicking down. Hey, what's this?
You know who it is.
Oh, you already know who it is. Oh, hi. Well, was I
Hello.
doing that bad? You can be honest.
No, you was doing good.
Okay. Well, hey,
What's up?
there, everybody. This is Antonio. Thank you for joining us. I appreciate that.
So glad to be here. Hey, everybody.
Oh my God. And now, Antonio,
Yes.
baby, let me ask you this. I gotta know: is Jen messy for bringing Lena there to expose Danielle for being a nasty, rude, stank bitch, allegedly?
Yes, she is. She was being messy with doing that. However, in this type of situation, I mean, was it messy? Yes, but to me, that was like quintessential, like housewives drama. You know, nothing too deep, nothing too
Mhm.
dark, none of that. It was just like, oh yeah, she's a nasty person, and I did this stuff for her and showed up for her, and she wouldn't even let me be in the very, very important people section.
The VVIP.
Oh,
I've been saying VVIP all week.
okay, Dubai. But
Hmm.
so yeah, so I do think Jen was being messy. However, I don't necessarily mind it. It wasn't exposing nobody's cheating husband or double-sided dildos and all none of that. It wasn't exposing any of that. It was just very kind of, oh yeah, very surface, almost kind of fun shade type of stuff. So I was okay with it.
Now, let me ask you this. Now, I got to know. Um, should Jennifer Aiden be surprised at the end of the season when Danielle be her ass?
I think that you can never be surprised at how someone is going to react to something, no matter how small you think it is. But if that's what we're going by, based on the the crime, did the sentencing fit the crime? I would say no.
Okay, so right now in the game, no.
Right now, no.
Okay.
She's beating that girl over the face with plastic cups and stuff. So yeah.
You said that I didn't let her in VVIP. Yeah, that don't add up. But then you take into account that she still feels a certain type of way about being set up for the Melicity. So the Melicity, now you set me up to take the fall for the Melicity allegedly. Now you bringing this girl around saying I kicked out of VVIP. That's two.
See, no, 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 no. I would say maybe that's one. And here's the thing. To me, that whole situation with Melissa, Mark saying Melissa got caught in the back seat giving head to somebody or whatever the situation was, um, it it just seemed like to me production kind of had their hand in it. It was like to me they can't say, hey, well, production told us not to tell you. That's kind of what it was given to me. As Jim was like, well, I didn't know if I could say that they had already had a conversation with her. They did ask Danielle, hey, don't say anything. Don't say anything. Hey, I can't help it. I gotta say something. No, you don't. You don't have to
No,
say
no, that's on
anything.
her.
That is
I'm
that I that is totally on
that's
her.
her
It would have
fault.
been a different story if they would have been pushing her to do something, but they
Mhm.
didn't. Danielle wanted to, these girls been looking for a moment since they came on the show. And she felt like, oh, this is kind of my moment to show how heroic I can be and I can bring back some tea and all of it. It's yeah, it's very odd. Both I didn't mind Rachel her first season. Danielle, I liked her first season. They've both clicked down. They're both really weirdo losers to me. Um, and especially the husband, Rachel Fula's husband, John. He is more extreme than Joe Gorgon. I didn't think that it could get any worse than Joe Gorga. Um, but yeah, Nate just be chilling. Danielle's husband, he just be chilling. He don't be doing a whole lot. But they're all some losers. Big
John
L,
Fuder. John Fuder mouth be caught to the side like a pistol, don't it?
baby. He can barely
Husband.
it's crazy that they call her has been, but they,
We
both
gonna get
listen.
because that is what kills me about people. That's what kills me about people, and I'm gonna tell you why in just a little bit. Oh, you just throwing them up here today, Demetria. Oh, Demetria.
That's
Oh, Demetria.
Demisio.
I'm
I
sorry.
have to
What you got to say,
say
Demetria? You want to add something?
I do. I will say this about Danielle. I am slowly getting off that train, slowly but for surely getting off that
Just get
train
off.
with the
Yeah,
caboose.
Demisio. I got off at the end of this season. I'm not even gonna lie. I was like, yeah,
Mm-mm.
and I will get into that as
We
we
finna
get.
get
I don't
into
know
it.
how long Chase let me stay up here, child.
You can stay as
It's
long as you want to, my love.
Because I know that Cash App gonna blow up when I get off because he owe me some money for this.
highest paid, honey, the highest paid. But
Y'all, please go ahead and send a super chat so I can pay Antonio.
I
It's
would
all jokes, y'all.
I would
It's
want
all
Danielle to just stop
And if
trying to
y'all hear a little beep in the back, listen, my smoke detector, I don't know what's wrong with it. Don't be coming in the chat trying to read me because, baby, yeah.
save the battery, save the battery. But no, I just want Danielle, for me personally, to stop trying to use Teresa and Jen for a scapegoat of why she did what she did last year. Because you did that solely, and it wasn't even about trying to tell Melissa. You did that solely because you were trying to come after Marge because she done tore your ass up all season long. Now, granted, she tore Marge up on that finale. She did that. But don't try to blame Teresa and them for why you did what you did. You know you did that to try to get back at Marge. And it's okay. I don't like Marge. So quite frankly, I was cheering her on for trying to expose Marge for the trifling person that she is. But she is one, even though Jennifer Aiden was messy for bringing Lena on the show, 'cause we all know why Jennifer is to be messy. That's just how Jennifer is. But at the end of the day, we still need to hold Danielle accountable for being a piece of shit because that's what she was. And you basically admitted at the table that everything that Lena said was true, and you are wrong in the situation. So you just need to own that. Like, you were wrong. You told that girl to come, and then when she got there, because you think you are a celebrity now, you started on her. You on mute. Antonio.
I was just repeating what you said. Now she a celebrity child.
Yeah, she thinks she's.
But they say that Danielle, and you can tell she has the biggest case of like, I'm a celebrityism out of her and Rachel. I don't think Rachel really operates like that, but Danielle definitely does, and it only highlights when people get put on. It only highlights who you always were, but now you have the platform to be that. That kind of legitimize in your mind why you are the way that you are. So she probably, I mean, she calls her, but she named her business Bougie Kids, which I'm gonna get into her ass about that in a
And
little bit because I got something for that bitch for that. But
but
it only
oh,
heightens or shines a light on who you truly are, and it seems like she's not a good person. All right. I don't know what's going on with him, but that's all right. Jackie says that she's having fun, and Dolores is disgusted. This is all at Biscuit's birthday party. Jackie's having fun. Look like for the first time in a very long time, she's having fun hanging out with Teresa and them. And Dolores is disgusted because, as someone mentioned in the group chat earlier, you cannot move forward in this particular group with people without people reminding you of the past. And so Dolores is like, "Is this crazy? Like, am I in La La Land?" They all hate each other and now they're friends. But Dolores is supposed to be Switzerland and is supposed to be wanting everybody to get along. So I would think that if anybody would be actually encouraging everyone to move forward, it would be Dolores. Instead, she just sits back, watches, and then she talks about it on the phone to Marge all day. That's why she a op too. And that's what I girl in behind her wedding. Anyway, Teresa wanted to know which dog Joe B was going to bring. If he was coming, was he going to bring the dog or was he going to bring Marge? And Jen Fessler was none too happy, but she didn't defend her friend. Anyway, because guess what she know? I got a feeling, do you think somebody ticked them off? Because Jen Fessler and Jackie were at that party. Jackie says that Marge asked Jen Fessler and Jackie to withhold their contract if Louis came back. And then the first thing they do when the cameras go up is go make a beeline to Teresa and become friends with her. Do you think that they got a heads up that some shit is about to go down? This is the last go round for everybody, and y'all need to figure it out.
Yeah, but
I
that's still an odd request though of my friend to have of me. Like you not withholding your contract.
Cause why?
You
Well,
ain't
she
keeping
came back,
you not
Antonio. That was what got me.
you not missing your coin. So why should I miss mine? That's crazy. Marge and her trout mouth and her little thin wig. She really needs some more discipline. Danielle didn't yank that fake ponytail
I wish
enough a
Danielle
few
would have got her
seasons
good.
ago. Yeah, she really needs some more discipline. Yanked her ponytail and threw her purse and credit cards into the candle.
All right, you guys. Now, Aiden feels like the closer she's gotten to Teresa, she realizes how shitty the Gorgas are. But I feel like people say that. I think Jacqueline Larita just came out and said that like over a year or two ago. Like, actually, Teresa was right about you guys. Um, Melissa says in her little scene that she didn't appreciate her put. Oh, this is. I'm sorry. Look at me. I'm all over the place. So Jen, Aiden, and Melissa are finally having their sit down. No, they're not. I'm sorry. Melissa says that she did not appreciate Can y'all hear me?
We can now.
Can you hear me?
Yes. I guess he can't hear me.
Well, it's just us.
Okay. Do you know what scene that was?
Oh Lord. This I think he what did he say to sit down?
He coming back.
Somebody literally just called me 4 times back to back.
Yo man, yo man, yo man.
I wish, because I definitely would have showed party's over. So turn off the lights, the party's over. My man called, this show over, I got to go. Sorry about that, y'all. What the fuck? What the hell is going? Why would you call me 4 times in a row like that? That is insane. Um, so Aiden is talking about getting ready to meet with Melissa. Melissa's getting ready to talk about meeting with Aiden. And she's not happy that Aiden was the one spreading the rumor about Joe cheating on her. And it's just like, at what point do you
Oh
guys
my
do hula
God.
hoops? Huh?
No, I was just saying, oh my God, like Melissa just drives me.
But listen, what point do you guys continue to do all these hula hoops in order to go ahead and justify why you're mad at someone? That is not how the rumor originated. Yes, Jen Aiden has a great deal to do with that rumor, but you got to be mad at everybody. And I don't like when people pick and choose who they want to be mad at. I mean, I know you started the rumor, but I ain't mad at you. Bitch, what?
True.
That's what's like irritating me the most about Melissa. Like, I already don't like Melissa, but it's just like, for the life of me, I really do not understand why it is so hard for Melissa to put her pride to the side and tuck her tail between her legs for one freaking season to get rid of Margaret.
Because Margaret know all the well the bodies are buried. That's
I
the only
wouldn't even
reason I can
care.
think of.
I wouldn't even care because if Margaret ain't got no proof, I would be like, girl, she lying, and still come after her. If she had common sense to show, because now
Uh
they
oh.
found out the truth.
Well,
And
I don't know what you talking about, but that's all right. I'm moving on anyway. Teresa tells Louis that John is going around saying that he doesn't, going around talking mess about him, and Louis says that he does not start it, but he will definitely finish it if he needs to, and it's time for the baseball game. Danielle is shocked that Jackie was at Jen's, and Jackie says that they've been friends since 2018. Now, Jackie,
Yeah. Yeah. I
this
was
is when
like,
yeah,
her slip started to show,
yeah,
Antonio.
yeah.
yeah, I was like 2018. I don't think, but here's the thing though. I don't think that they've been the worst of enemies since then, because that would have been since Jackie's been on the show, right? I guess.
Yeah, I guess since they both came
Yeah.
on, I'm
So I
assuming.
don't think that they were the worst of enemies, but I wouldn't say that they were friends. I think this friend word is kind of, I hate that it gets thrown around so loosely on
Right.
these shows, even with Jackie and Teresa. Y'all had just started kind of speaking and kind of talking. Y'all ain't friends yet. So I wish the people outside looking in would stop saying it. And I wish Jackie would stop saying it. Y'all ain't friends. They may be friends now because from what I've seen and what Jackie said they speak multiple times a week. They, hang out. They really, kind of like each other. But at this point, I don't feel that they were friends. That's odd to me.
Hey, Mel, you want to add something? Well, Mel, before you add anything, first of all, how you doing? Let me go ahead and break this scene down so we can move on to the next episode, and then I'll go ahead and let you get in, okay?
All right.
Okay, I'm gonna bring you right back up. Production, go ahead and let Mel down really quickly. Let me break this down, and then we're gonna bring him back up, okay? Now I know you running it, but hey, okay. All right, so they're at
Okay,
the baseball game. I'm joking.
I
I'm
know.
joking. They're at the baseball game, and Jackie has said what we just said that she said. So then Jackie says that she's friends with everybody. So Danielle questioning why she was invited is odd. The only person that she's not friends with is Danielle. And Danielle then says, "We are friends." What is going
Like,
on
girl,
with this
girl,
show? Let me
girl.
finish to be simple. It just didn't make no sense to me. It just didn't make no
That's
sense.
all I was saying. I was like, girl.
Okay. Um, Danielle says that they are friends, but she didn't invite Jackie to her event, which is a little odd. Down to the gospel brunch that she threw for her husband, to her Rock Nation brunch. And Marge then butts in and says, listen, you guys weren't that close of friends, so you shouldn't be surprised that you weren't invited to her event. And Jackie is like, listen, I just feel like you never have my back. Like you're butting in and you're defending Danielle, which is odd to me considering, you were the one who said that stuff about her family. And it's just like, what is this makes this show let me just finish this. I can't even get through it because it's so frustrating to watch because everybody does everything that they accuse other people of doing. It's just crazy to me. So then Jackie and Marge get into it. Marge says, you didn't reach out to her on Jan's death anniversary. And Jackie says, well, you didn't post it on Instagram, so I wouldn't have known. Jackie was losing me a little bit here. However, Jackie says, listen, we're supposed to be friends and it's not feeling that way. Marge says, well, if we're friends, everybody else has gotten a copy of your book but me. And then Jackie says, listen, my own mother hasn't read the book. And then Marge says to this lady, knowing that it's, her history with her mother, well, that doesn't surprise me.
I wanted to jump through the screen. For real.
That's how
That's
you know
two times
Mars
her mama.
Mars
Uh,
don't really F with. That's how you know Mars don't really F with Jackie because
Mm-hmm.
ain't
Pain.
nobody that you friends with gonna go low like that over something
Mm-hmm.
trivial. So yeah.
But
Mm-hmm.
mind you, this is the second remark she's made about Jackie's mother in this particular episode. In one. No, not her mother. This is the first remark she made about her mother. But earlier in the episode, she had already called Jackie weak sauce to her husband. So where is the friendship that you guys are supposed to be having? I'm not seeing what a friendship is, as you guys are calling it out. And you're right. Listen, Mark, she said that isn't surprising. Jackie lets her know, whoa, 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 you thin lip, thin hair having ass bitch. You might want to back up off the mama thing, okay? Because according to the people, you haven't been a mother either. Catch. That's what the people said allegedly to me. See, I ain't say that. Now
That is
Marge
that's true.
says,
Now, look.
Marge says she can't do it, and Jackie says, then don't do it. Don't do it. And she storms out of the room as Marge calls Jackie a disgrace.
I live for that. That was so funny to me. I was like, you tell her, Jackie.
All right, so then Teresa's in the back as well with Gia, and the Gorgons arrive. They don't speak, but Melissa purposely sends her son over to speak to his aunt, because she says she will never keep the children away from their aunt, no matter where they're at. Although last season we saw that they definitely grabbed him away from them at the last year's baseball game. Now this year's game is in honor of Gertie, and it kind of gagged me. I was like, oh, okay, because that didn't really make the rounds on social media. So I didn't know that the game was in honor of Gertie, and I really, really like that. And it's all the more telling that Gertie probably is not coming back because they didn't mention that she was from the Real Housewives at all. And normally they would say something like Real Housewives of Miami Gertie, and it was just like Dolores' friend. So I don't know if Gertie's coming back, you guys. They're not even filming, so shit, are they coming back at this point? Anyway, um, March tells Jen Fessler that she's hurt because she's associating with Teresa. And Fessler says if people are nice, then so is she. And she doesn't operate from black eyed meanness, such as that evil witch, Marge. Marge says that she can't personally associate with people like that. And then Joe Gorga and Bill have a friendly chat. And uh, what's the lady name? Jennifer Aiden is so upset about it because she feels like yet again another instance of her husband not having her back. And Melissa then goes over to Jennifer Aiden to schedule a meetup to discuss the status of the relationship or lack thereof. That's episode 4. Go ahead and let Mel up. While we're doing that, I wanted to say there was something in here I wanted to touch on, and I'll let you guys touch on it as well. um, Antonio, during the baseball game, it was very clear that Melissa instructed her son to go speak to his aunt because we dragged her for fifth last season about it.
And that wasn't the only thing. Even last season, she didn't want. Remember, her daughter had this made up cheer competition or something like that in a different state and wasn't able to go to Teresa's daughter's party. So
Yeah,
all of a sudden now it's go speak to your aunt. Nah, I'm cool on you too, Gino, or whichever one of those little boys
you
it
was that
was.
going back over there to your mom.
Give me 50 feet. Speak from over there. Don't come over here. So yeah, everything. They've done some performative things this season, and somebody said they're all kind of pygmies, and I agree with that for the most part. I still think that people like Teresa have stayed true to whom she really is. She don't really f with you, and you kind of see that. So it, I thought the baseball game though was really good. They raised a lot of money. I like the fact it kind of reminds me of when Cynthia was doing the Bailey Q
Oh my
on the
God,
Housewives
yes.
of Atlanta, and it was like something that they did every season. So I'm really glad that she's continuously pushing that through, and even better that Louis was the one that brought everybody home with his
They know they wanted to go hug Louis, didn't they, Antonio?
last hit of the game. So yeah, Louis is that guy. I'm sorry. He is maybe creepy and
He's very
a
creepy,
little funny looking, but
very funny looking,
you know, I
sticky
think that
legs.
he's done a good job though this season, kind of taking a step back from being so involved, because I feel like last season and all of that, he was just really getting pulled in too deep. So I'm glad that he decided, like, we're gonna chill this season.
All right. Hey, Mel NYC, thank you for coming on up here. What you got to say about this episode, baby?
Oh, hi,
I'm
sugar.
sorry. I'm sorry, Mel. One thing. No, Sean, that they only did the Bailey Bowl thing one season. This was the Bailey Q that I'm talking about. What they was doing each season, right, Chase?
Yeah, she had the Bailey Q each season because remember they did Pass the Peach one year, and then one year Drew came in with that wig and that boot, and then
Yeah.
another, it's
Oh,
always something.
okay. Okay. All right. I'm sorry, Mel. Go ahead. How are you?
That's good. That's good. You know, what I was going to say too, Chase. Congratulations on the 500 subscribers. That's what I was going to say first. I mean, I feel like I was starting to stop in too many times tonight. But I was going to say too that I want you to, when it comes to the phone, the people calling you, you got to put that person on block till the show is over because we don't want Chase to be going down while we were doing this program here. So you know, I had to get that in real quick. But you know what? That has been comment is kind of it made me laugh so much because if Teresa was, for me, I would have said I'd rather be a has been than a never was. That's what's on that show. That show is full of never was. So nobody should be calling Teresa a has been. I mean, they can't do it with a straight face or the mirror would break. So for me, that was just a hot mess for me. The Marge is losing her mind. I think that she really needs to probably get an update in her hormones for her menopause because she is literally out of her mind this year. She just simply off the wall and she's showing, basically what the people said is she's controlling and insecure. And so what else was going to happen? There was a lot that you said, but for the most part, I'm enjoying Jackie this season. I mean, I always thought she was messy from day one. I've always thought that. I'm happy that she's healthy with her family and herself. But yeah, I'm enjoying her parts of the show. I'm enjoying the fact that she doesn't want to be controlled by Marge, and yeah, it's making good TV. Also, I think it was funny to me that they didn't want to do the reunion because I feel like this whole season was just them preparing for the reunion with all the different sides, all the different strategies, all the different teams to go to that reunion. That's not going to happen because Andy came out and said that there's going to be some kind of special. So I thought it's funny that this whole season they all gearing up for a reunion. It's not going to be the reunion. So
Yeah, it wasn't really they all. We kind of seen Marge talking about what she wanted to talk about at the reunion, and Melissa with her face looking like a scream mask, and Danielle all of a sudden she got an issue with Teresa for something that happened off the show that wasn't even probably going to be discussed at the reunion.
It
But
was gonna
all
be
these
in the
girls
battle
were
floor.
ramping up and getting their stuff together to come at the Queen Bee, sitting on those sofas in New York City, and it's not even gonna happen.
it's not going to happen.
It's
So
such
they
a tragedy.
But you know what? They ruined it for themselves with all this stuff. And I think that was so funny is that between Jen Aiden and Teresa, whatever happened with some kind of blogger, I'm never going to forget the friendship that Marge had with some woman for over 20 years. That woman had all the receipts and knew where all the bodies were buried. For like, I think as Antonio called her trout mouth. I think that's where we want to be focused on. We want to be focused on that woman. I called her Ursula last week, by the way. So we want to be focused on Ursula and her secrets. And that's what I want to be focused on. I don't give a damn about some blogger or whatever. I want to know Marge's sister, not by blood. So that's what my eyes going to. And I'm hoping that she come out with a podcast, a YouTube channel, and I'll be the first subscriber. So that's what's going to happen with that. But anyway, I'm gonna let you get back to the show and have the other callers call in, and I'll be down to chat.
All right,
You,
thank
Mel.
you.
Ready?
Yeah, so I just think that, people are saying that Jen got busted with bloggers or whatever, but Marge has been doing this game too, and I feel like if Jen has to go, then Marge gotta go. I'm just being honest
Well,
with you.
Gia said they all been playing this game. So, and I
They all
believe
play the
Gia.
game. Everybody has a relationship with
Yeah,
someone, trust me.
yeah.
We know. Everybody, they all have their relationships with who they have them with, and so they all play that game. And if we're going to get rid of them for that, I wish they would stop. To be honest with you, because it ruins the show, and then it makes these bloggers feel like they are part of the show and takes away from the viewing experience as someone who just wants to enjoy the shows. But if we get rid of one, everybody got to go. Hi, caller. How are you?
Hey,
Hey
hey, Lee.
there. Hey, you there?
Hello, Carla. Are you there?
I am here.
Oh,
Hey, how are you?
I am cooking, so I have you guys on like mute, so I don't have to like make noises and stuff. Can you guys hear me
Yeah,
fine?
sure can.
Okay, well, you're doing great by yourself. Or you
Well,
were
I'm not
doing
by
great by
myself, but thank
yourself.
you. Thank you.
And now that you have Antonio, right? Yes, now
Yes.
that you have Antonio, it's even better.
Oh,
Yes.
thank you.
I just
He's
don't want you
crazy.
to be too nervous to kind of like, be on and, feel like you're kind of on the spot. I really do enjoy all of your commentaries. I do follow the lean. I follow you guys here, and you guys are absolutely amazing. And we don't really get the. I feel like we get the. I don't want to say the advertisers of, the show's perspectives and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, sometimes, like when I am listening to you guys, I'm like, oh my gosh, they're in my head. Because I'm like, how can you not spot the fake out of all these franchises? Like, how can you not? Of course, our faves are messy. They do get into some stuff, so I'm not even going to start and say that, like, the people that we cheer for are, always right or anything like that. But coming back to this particular franchise and the season and this episodes, I really want to talk about the second part too, but I'll wait on that part. Regarding this episode, first of all, I have so many things to say about so many things.
Okay.
One, Marge, that lady and her jawbreaker jaw. Like, I every time she's like talking, I just envision her chewing something. Like, you need smaller dentures, lady, or something. Or maybe she needs to eat something so that she can kind of match with the rest of her body. I don't know. So yes, I sure did. And my thing is, like, she's been so messy throughout, like, however many seasons that she's been on. She was actually kind of fun at the beginning, and then something happened, and she just thought, like, she was quote unquote Mother Teresa, and no, we already have a Teresa, and she is the Mother Teresa in some sense of that show. With that being said, Marge's little brother John Fuda. Are you serious? Like, I feel like they go to the same dentist or something, I swear. But anyway, going back to John Fuda, it's like Joe Gorga gets into it with his sister. This man gets into it with Teresa. Why do the men in this show think that they can attack a woman? Number one. Two, Rachel Fuda. Let me tell you something. If you guys or I were to get on one of these housewives, we would have some idea as to what to do. This lady's been studying Teresa for the longest time. And it's, she, like, I cannot not watch and think that, oh, maybe this is something that I would do. This is something that I would say. This is how I would act. When she tells Teresa, like, what are you going to do? You know what she can do, but you know what she cannot do, which is physically actually attack you to a point where she gets fired. And that's what she's fishing for. Like the time when, she'll end up saying, oh, like, don't poke the bear or whatever. Like, stop.
I hear
She'll
you.
break
She's
you,
trying to go
whether
right
it's
into
with
it.
words, even though Teresa comes back 20 years later with whatever she wants to say. She will say it, number one. Number two, one little thing she said about your husband got both of you rattled up. He was 17. I don't care if he was 37. It would make no difference. She did something, apparently, and he did something, apparently. It doesn't matter when it happened. If you want to talk mess about somebody going to jail, your man went to jail. His ex went to jail, or it still is in jail, whatever. So if jail is the issue, we're kind of even. And the crazy part is you're the one that's acting so innocent, but at the same time, like, you're with a felon yourself. Do you know how many felons there are that made themselves something, Teresa? To me, let me tell you why I love Teresa. Imagine going through something so devastating in such a small amount of time. Yeah, she was this lady. She was kind of like, a kept woman, and she depended on her husband and all this kind of stuff. But as a woman, now I'm a mom. Every time I lose $10, it means something to me. Every time something bad happened, like I lost. So, for example, I got married happy. I lost my father. Sad. I got pregnant, so then, that kind of made up for it. Then I lost my grandmother who raised me. My mom passed when I was a kid. Every single time something happens to you, it changes you. Teresa went through something that her husband did. Let's just say, for argument's sake, that she was part of the whole situation too. It don't matter. She got over it as your husband did. Give me something else. And then, where are you even in all of this? You're no match for anybody on this show. Even Jackie. Because remember when everybody was on Jackie that one season, she fought back.
She
Even though
deserved
she
that.
had backing, she fought back. But at the same time, none of us thought that Jackie was what do you call it? Crazy for how she was acting, because she was actually part of the conversation. She was actually part of wanting to do something normally, and nobody's seen her she was attention seeking or whatever. Right now, kind of. But at the same time, if your own friend backstab you on national TV, what are you gonna do? And I think she has so much ammo when it comes to Marge, and she's shaking in her boots. Melissa, on the other hand, what do you do? For as long as we've known her, she was trying to get pregnant. I'm sure she's probably still trying to get pregnant. I don't know where that went. Let's see. We know nothing of her. She had a sister. We don't know where she went. Did she even have a sister? Where did she go? What happened?
Nobody knows.
Every storyline, I think the most authentic thing that happened with her was what her and Joe was kind of fighting. For all the years that she's been here, that has been the most authentic thing that Melissa has brought to the show. J-Lo, no. Jay, no. Come on now. You can't sing. Your boutique really doesn't go anywhere. The one thing that sold was that handcuff bracelet that she made about Teresa. And even that was about Teresa. She cannot do anything without Teresa. This episode, or I don't know if it's the next one, she spent time talking about Teresa. Marge says she was nothing to know with Teresa, but she's still talking about Teresa. I mean, it is a Teresa show. I'm sorry. And as for Jen Aiden, come on now. Let's all not it's not defend Jen Aiden. Jen Aiden made that show for few seasons. And I will never forget how I don't know if it was Andy or somebody asked her oh, why are you so obsessed with the lady that, cheated with your husband, but not your husband? And she was like, because I love my husband. What that lady got to do with me?
You right now. Now, Lula, I want to thank you for calling up here. I'm going to go ahead and knock this next
Thank you. I
episode
know I
out.
went on a tangent, but I appreciate you
No,
guys.
it's okay. It's Jersey. Jersey puts the people on a
I
tangent.
was fuming, and I was like, I have something to say, and I'm just going to talk their ear off. I'm sorry,
Well,
everybody.
you can always come up here
I'm
and
gonna
do
go back
that.
to my. I'm gonna
space.
go back to my cooking. I'm gonna listen to you guys. I'm here.
Thank you for what you said earlier. I appreciate it. This is always a space where you come and talk my ear off. I appreciate you. Thank you. Okay.
I love you
Thank
all.
so
I love
much,
the chat. I
Lula.
love Antonio. You guys.
Oh, I didn't mean to do that.
Sorry, Lula. He didn't mean to do
Sorry,
that.
Lulu. It was, I
We
don't know
love
what I'm
you,
doing,
girl.
child. I got a caller back there, but we're going to go ahead and get through this episode, and I'm going to get this call on because I definitely want to hear what this caller got to say. Because if the caller come up here with some BS, we're going to debunk it tonight because I'm not dealing with it. All right, so episode 5, the one that just aired, Melissa, Rachel, and Danielle are talking, and Danielle invites Melissa to Fashion Week, and she says that she isn't telling Teresa. Danielle's family still isn't speaking with her, just like Marge said. Teresa and Aiden meet for facials. They call Jackie, who says it would be bad for her to discuss. Come on down for a little bit, Demetrio. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and run through this. Let me run through this episode. Then we're going to get everybody else on, okay? They call Jackie, who says it would be bad for I love the music because I just talk and I don't be meaning no shade. Come on down, baby. Come on down. I ain't thought no shade. But Jackie says it would be bad for her to talk about Marge on the phone with Teresa and Jennifer Aiden, and then she goes around and turns right back around and talks about Marge on the phone with Teresa and Jennifer Aiden. And I'm sorry, that's fake. And y'all know I'd be like, that's fake, that's whack. But I hollered. It was funny, Antonio. I'm sorry. Because she was like, I shouldn't be doing this. But I hate Marge's guts. And I was like, I love it. Thank you. Um, Jackie says, Marge says that Jackie didn't check in with her or call her, and she didn't know anything about the anniversary because she didn't post it on social media. Jackie says that she used to be a Marge booty licker, but she ain't licking Marge booty no more. And though she knows that she's getting pumped for teas by Teresa and Jennifer Aiden, it still felt fun to have someone check on her. And it felt like to me that is a sign of, is it like pick me Antonio, or like insecurity, or like there's a like she knows that they probably were pumping her for the tea, but because she's so not used to feeling like she's heard, that she will be willing to accept less to make it feel like it was more for her. You get what I'm saying?
I think it's a little bit of everything. All of those, actually, with Jackie. But it seems like, though, I guess, the whole thing about her coming back, it may have caused, because from what I understand, there was some type of strife between her and Marge even prior to the season. So Marge probably hadn't been checking on her. We know Jackie kind of went through a lot. She was dealing with therapy for her eating disorder and all of those things. So she probably didn't really have a lot of people to check on her. So in a way, I wouldn't do it. I ain't with nobody. You cross me, we
That's
good.
it.
You know what I'm saying? So
That's
we don't
it.
need to hang out. But in this type of situation, I do think that Jackie still wants to be involved in the show. So she's seen that, okay, March, they really not speaking to me. So yeah, if Teresa and them, they kind of pull me in, I'll be open to it. But I also do feel like maybe her therapy did help her in some way with kind of letting go of um, some of that anger, or those type of things that she had towards like a Teresa and a Jen. And again, all they did was say, hey, how you doing? Yeah, how them kids doing? Cool. It ain't like they was, really just and Jackie also, she's probably saying what she's saying now about Marge, just because we know what Marge, have said about her in the press, as well as Melissa. But I don't think that she at that point was even given Teresa or Jen any type of information at all. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think that she was giving them anything. They may have been like, and they probably, or Teresa may have been like, okay, I'm gonna talk to him, be nice to it, just to kind of get under Marge's skin, because they both done that clearly. So I get it. And but yeah, she was being a little bit of a pick me, and she, it's probably some easy little extra money she can put away and take her kids to the Jazz games or wherever it is that she was taking them to for season passes and
Oh
all
my
that.
God, here you
So it's
go.
just some little extra money for her, and I ain't mad at that. She can still get a little check, but she don't have to be all the way enthralled in the mess. So I'm always here for that.
Well, she doesn't consider it a loss, Dolores.
Okay,
Uh,
Jackie.
y'all don't understand. We had such a group chat for these years that we wore that meme out. I don't consider it a loss, Dolores.
Okay, Jackie.
But then she said, and remember the one I used to be obsessed with? Merriam-Webster, help me out. Since you know every damn thing. Merriam-Webster, help me out.
Jen.
Baby, if they get rid of Jen Aiden, I got to call it out. That's some
I agree with
paper ass
Lulu.
shit.
Real quick, Jen definitely, from the time she came on that show, she kind of gave that we know that they are rich. Even without Jen's check, those people are still gonna be rich. Can't say the same for some of the others, because we know that the women are the breadwinners in some of those marriages. But Jen definitely gave us a lot of personal story. I don't want to say storyline, but she gave us a lot of personal story, and I think
She
that was
opened up her
still
life.
yeah, she really gave it to us. So Jen definitely came in swinging, and she really used to be able to kind of go at it with the girls. I don't know. It seems like this season she wanted to be a little messy, but she like, I ain't gonna do too much.
She's tired.
Yeah, I get it. And
She
that's
carried that show for at
probably
least two
same as
seasons.
Teresa, why she was just like young and dumb. Like, bitch, I'm tired. You ain't even worthy.
Like, I mean,
Like,
she
it's
carried
like
that
it was
show.
giving, throw your little shade
Yeah,
right
girl.
to the nose.
Okay, girl. Man, okay, girl.
By
Pass the
nose.
tomahawk. Let Let me get a piece of that steak, girl. Okay, yeah.
Man, listen.
Ooh, but I got to say, that show would have been nothing without Jen Aiden carrying it through those swing years. She picked fights with every fucking body. I'm sorry. We got over 100 people in the room. Thank y'all for tuning in. Wow, I was nervous to do this. I love Joan and Angie, so they're always gonna be here. I want to thank Antonio for being like, bitch, I'm coming up there with you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you for everybody in the group chat, everybody who's been calling in. We're gonna go ahead and we're almost done with this episode actually, so we're gonna push through it. Thank you, Demisio, for showing up to work. I appreciate that as well. Make sure that you guys continue to like, comment, subscribe, and turn on your notification bells, like Carlos King says. All right, Teresa meets with Danielle, and Teresa asks about Fashion Week. Danielle says she only got a couple of tickets for friends and family, and so she's going to have a bougie kids brunch to invite everyone. She states that, even though at this point Melissa's accepted her invitation to come, she's not going to tell her. She's not going to tell Teresa. Now, you see, let me tell you one thing about it, right? And I want to keep moving on, but I just want to address this because I normally forget to address things as well. And I want to address fake Danielle, because Danielle, that's some fake ass bullshit. Because now it's like you being sneaky. When if you was a real one, you would have said, listen, I ain't have but so many tickets, you know what I mean? And I decided to invite Melissa because Melissa allowed bougie kids to be in her shop last season. So I figured it would be just a natural thing for me to invite her. That's cost nothing. You're not obligated to tell anybody what you want to do and who you're going to invite. But if you're sitting in front of the person and the person shows genuine interest and asks about it, I think if you weren't being sneaky, I think if you were interested in being just like true to the friendship, that you can go ahead and tell. I wouldn't have saw any harm or any foul. And I've told you this, and now if you upset with it, that ain't got nothing to do with me. That's on you. But if you find out, and when you sat here and you asked me, and I said, oh, just friends and family, and purposefully omitted somebody, that means that I lied to you because I didn't keep it real with you. So therefore, if Teresa has an issue with that, I'm all game for that because that was a perfect opportunity for her to address it and move forward. Danielle really likes people to address things with her. She doesn't like people to keep secrets from her. She doesn't like people to withhold information from her. Yet she turns around and does it to Teresa, especially about the bitch arch enemy. So is it that Danielle is sneaky or that she's scary? I don't know which one it is, but that really rubbed me the wrong way. The stuff that be rubbing me the wrong way, Antonio, is the stuff that actually applies to like real life scenarios. So like in Dubai, them fighting over Beyonce, that doesn't bother me, of course. But when I see people moving in regards to the friendship, I get triggered because that's what I relate to on the show is the friendships and the dynamics and how they navigate those dynamics. And it just seems like everyone on this show is a big ass hypocrite.
But here's the thing though. I think with Rachel, no, Danielle, I'm sorry, that this was I don't think it was her being scared or anything like that. I think it was more so of her thinking like she's gonna get a moment out of this. Like
Future storyline.
yeah, oh, this is I'm gonna do this. I'm not gonna tell Teresa. She's gonna get angry, and I'm gonna get a chance to where I'll get my own chance to kind of go at Teresa and air her out and have a moment with the queen. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of what it was. That's kind of what it was given.
I hate
Because
that.
she had already told Teresa, even when they went to the Jersey Shore, she was telling Teresa, hey, I'm cool with them. She stayed at Rachel's house, who Teresa had just gotten into an argument with at Jen Fessler's birthday. So you mean to tell me you couldn't tell her, hey, I had an extra ticket, so I gave it to Melissa because of X, Y, and Z. Okay, cool. Like if these girls, y'all really want to be that B, then be that B. Don't be doing stuff to try and drum up a story. Like that's kind of where me or us as the fans really kind of sit back and be like, yeah, I ain't effing with you because this was some BS.
Because it's fake and it's contrived. The
Exactly.
girls back in the day didn't need to do that. Danielle ain't coming to my event. Danielle Staub ain't coming to my event. And if I see her, I'm chasing her through the restaurant. It is what it is.
It was
On
given when
top.
Nene said that about when Kim didn't want to. You should have said, I don't want to hang out with you guys because I don't
I don't
want
want
to.
to.
Exactly. These girls, everything is I have to. What can I do for a moment with one of the bigger names on the show. And in this case, it's Teresa. It's the one that everybody, comes for. So yeah.
Danielle is put down so bad for me, not only because they say her breath smell worse, allegedly, than Lisa Vanderpump's. Not only because of that. I don't play by breath. I don't like that. But because this supposed to be your dog. This supposed to be your round, your friendship. And it's very intriguing to me that for some people, mending fences with a former foe means that it has to come at the expense of someone who has been your friend.
Yeah, because it
And
clearly
it
in
doesn't
one
have
of
to
the
be that
next
way.
scenes, she says, "Teresa, I love you with every inch of my heart." Clearly, you don't,
It
because
don't.
when you love someone, you just don't treat them bad. In the words of Danielle
Oh,
Jones, baby.
you wonder what? I wonder how Donnell Jones' mama feeling. How's she doing?
Get back, go on, Chase. We're not gonna do that.
I call her Black Doctor Bitch.
Oh man,
All right. So Melissa and Jen Aiden finally. Oh wait, Teresa. Sorry, give me 1 second. I forgot there was more to that scene. That's how mad I got because Danielle is really, I'm over Danielle. Danielle brings up to Teresa that she heard that there was somebody at the event talking shit and she didn't think that she would hear it. I used to love that song.
I see it got you over there,
What
G.
song was that? Oh, a few times I've been around that track. Yeah, that Danielle ain't no holler back girl. Okay. Um, and she's upset about Jennifer Aiden saying those things that she said about Jennifer Aiden telling her the rumor, knowing that it was going to make her bring it up. And Teresa looks at her, and for as dumb as y'all say Teresa is, Teresa said, "Nobody told you to say it." And scene for the actress.
That's it.
Nobody told you to say it, boo. And that's the accountability piece that's lacking. You're mad. You're mad. I mean, can't nobody make me do nothing I don't want to do. You have to take accountability for what you did. Like Demetria said earlier, the reason why you brought it out is because Marge was on your ass all season
Yeah,
and you wanted to get at Marge. And just as we're going to get into in the next scene where Melissa and Jennifer Aiden are talking, and Jennifer Aiden says, "Listen, I apologize to you for doing this because you weren't in my crosshair. You weren't in my, crosshairs. It was to expose Marge and you were just collateral damage." So can the same be said for Danielle. But Melissa is willing to forgive Danielle and not forgive Jennifer Aiden for it. Or it took her finally to this episode to forgive her for it. And yet again, nobody is upset with Marge. Yet again, nobody is upset with Danielle. And that's the thing. If you're going to be upset at everybody, boo, or don't be mad. Anyway, as we get into Melissa and Aiden meeting, Jennifer Aiden says that her intent again was to expose Marge for being an asshole, and Melissa was caught in the crosshairs. Melissa tells her to keep my wife's name out of my mouth. Is that what she told her? And Jennifer Aiden was like, no, I don't think I'm gonna be able to do that. But you guys are always talking about making up and moving forward, but you continue to speak to my husband as well outside of me independently, and you know that we're not getting along and we supposed to be wanting to move, and you guys continuously do that. And so at this point, Melissa says, "Oh, Jennifer Aiden's being vulnerable now because Teresa's not around and she's letting me know her insecurities." And to me, it sounded like she's letting me know her weakness. So I'm definitely going to tap dance on that motherfucker. That's what it sounded like to me. Like
that's
she
what it
found a
was.
weakness, now it's exposed.
Yeah, that's what it was. And I don't think, and I like, I Melissa, she's very dumb. In the because I kind of caught what she did in her confessional, like, oh, I see your insecurity, instead of looking at it as a way of no,
Bonding.
if like a more so of like, I think on Jen's part with her husband is more so of a loyalty type of thing, because Joe Gorga, he gets down and dirty with the girls about Melissa. You know what I'm saying? He ran up on Jen Aiden at the Bravo Con, like we
And
all
no,
know
has
that.
that ever been brought up on the
Has
reunion? Has that
never
ever been brought
and if it has been brought up, it was chopped and screwed and cut up, which is why I think that one of the reasons why they kind of while they canceled the reunion, and that's my own personal theory, that I kind of think it has something to do with the way things kind of went this season. Some of the people that typically they try and, make it
Protect.
like they're the victims and things like that. They didn't really, Teresa and Louis aren't really giving them anything to be able to come at them with at the reunion this year. So I think that may have been one of the reasons for me as to why it's canceled, just because of looking at how things have gone. It hasn't been a level playing field at all. As Candace Dillard Bass would say, the line has continuously moved as it pertains to Teresa and her spouse, compared to some of the others and their spouses and some of the things that they've done. So going back to Jen Aiden, I do understand why she felt like, even while she was going at Bill, like, no, you don't be chummy and hugging these people and calling him brother. And he continues to come at me. And then you being nice to his wife, but he can't even invite me to, to the birthday party that they invited you to. That's crazy. So I understand Jen Aiden.
Absolutely. If you my man, when I move, you move.
Just
Just
like
like that.
that.
Don't play with me, and don't speak to him because, but long before she acknowledged that that was a weakness of Jen, she knew it. She never bothered her
You knew that.
because if people were to do that to her, guarantee you this: if Teresa and Joe were to make up and have a relationship independently of Melissa, where Melissa is closed out like everybody wants to happen anyway, for the most part, that would eat Melissa alive. She wouldn't like it one bit. So
Because here's the thing, Melissa has been on that show now, what, 11
too
years?
long.
Too long, but she's been around. She should have her own name for the show. And even when people are discussing Joe Gorga, they don't talk about him being the husband of reality star Melissa Gorga. They talk about him being the brother of reality star Teresa Giudice. So,
And that's why she's going to be here after that reboot. Um, she being Teresa, not who I think who
not
out the door. That's what I think. Yeah. So we're almost done. Because Melissa Fessler and Marge meet, and they're together, and listen, um, Marge is emotional over Jan again. And Marge says that Jackie values being included by people who don't give a shit about her. Melissa does an imitation of Jennifer Aiden, and she says that Jennifer Aiden loves to do impressions. That I'll do an obnoxious impression of Jen and her obnoxious behavior. Immediately after they had just sat down at that brunch or wherever they were at coffee and agreed to move forward. Immediately after. So now I don't want to hear nothing. I want everybody to put a pin in that. Because if Jen Ada getting that ass, she's well within her rights to do so. Because we literally just said we were going to work on our friendship, and Melissa turns right back around and starts it up again.
she's a loser.
A loser, get a life, loser. Um, And I also find it very pathetic. Let me tell you something. I don't know. And you know what? I'm just speaking on the outside. Of course, I don't know Marge's relationship with Jan, but I do know that she allegedly cheated on him to be with Joe Benigno, and
That
that her
wasn't no
children have.
alleged. She did that. She said that out of her own
Oh, she
trout
said it on
mouth.
her own mouth. So it's not. She cheated on him to be with Joe Benigno, and then her children don't speak to her because of that. And now you're on TV crying, weeping like that was your damn man, and it's not because you treated him less than when he was here on Earth. Okay, so I find it very rich, and I find it very disgusting that you would use this as a storyline. Come better, baby. This the best you got? Crying over a man that you didn't value in your relationship while he was here? Girl, gone. I don't have time for that. If not, I'm not moved, and I wish it's actually tasteless and tacky, in my opinion, to be crying over a deceased man that you disrespected while he was here on Earth, regardless to whether or not you guys made up. It's not cute. It could have been one segment and that's it. But if this is going to be your storyline all this season, Joe Benigno better go and find another March and knock off because, baby, it would be no way you'll be sitting with me crying over. I almost said something. I don't want to go there.
I'm glad you
It's
caught
just
this.
I find it tacky and tasteless. That's my opinion, and I
But that's
understand that they're
that's
supposed to
that's
open up, but
that's Marge's mantra: tacky and tasteless,
mm,
tacky,
mm, mm.
tasteless, trout mouth. That's what she is. Triple T.
Triple T, yes, dangerous, infamous. All right, it's time for the bougie brunch, and let me just get this out of the way real quick. I have an issue with Danielle using that word bougie. And the reason why, and y'all are not gonna rock with me on this, and that's okay. I feel like it's a co-op of black culture. I really do. Unless I'm so removed, and I need to get more white friends, which I don't have a problem doing. White people use bougie in the way that she's using it, or is that something that has frequently been associated with black culture? Please.
Um, I don't know. I was thinking it was more so her being in, New Jersey. Maybe they use it there. They are a bit, even though they're
They
uh
will.
Caucasians, but they're a bit urban.
Yeah, okay, all right. Please,
So
because I was gonna let her have it. Thank you. Because I don't play that.
don't get her. I know you don't, Chase Luther King. Don't get
I sent a box full of mints.
her.
Bulk box. Anyway, so everybody arrives to the brunch, and then Teresa arrives last, happy and good spirits, and Melissa's rolling her eyes. Danielle wants to know who was talking shit at that party and thought she wasn't gonna hear it. I'm sorry. That's funny to me. Danielle said, let's get to the business. All right, everybody sit down. Who was talking shit at your party? And Dolores, who is supposed to be Switzerland, says, "Oh, it was Lena, and she said that you kicked out of VVIP." And Danielle says, "I mean, yeah, of course I did. Who is she?" And I'm like, "There it is, there it is." In the words of Carlton Gebbia, there it is, because that, in my opinion, shows that everything everyone has been saying about Danielle and the way that she treats people who are in service to her, who she does not feel is on her level, is true. Because what do you mean, who is she? That's somebody who helped you at your last minute. Get her a drink. Let her be VIP. Let her do what she want to do. It's fine with me. And I'm pretty sure Danielle probably did not pay for that hairdo.
I'm sure she did. Not to mention the girl knows a few of the housewives.
She's
Like
in the loop.
she's kind of in that circle, and she just did your you bald head scallywag.
And let me tell you what it also highlighted to me. That Rachel Fuda is not in the loop, because Melissa was like, "Oh, that's the hairdresser." Yeah, girl, you don't know because you're not in this.
But even with Melissa though, she was kind of like the hairdresser.
Yeah, she was
It
trying to be
was kind of
shady.
like it was like you and your five faces, you and
You
your
and your
screen,
poor nose jobs.
you and your screen mask. Like, get out of here.
You and what is that, man? What's that monster? I don't watch horror movies, but I know what Saul looked like. What's his name?
Jigsaw.
That's just what the bitch looked like, an old ventriloquist dummy. They're looking crazy as hell like that. Bitch, you got some nerve. Anyway, Dolores tells her that it was Lena, and Danielle says again, who is she? And that's why I put out of my VVIP. Um, Danielle says that she always sticks up for Teresa and Jennifer Aiden, and when it was time for them to stick up, what do? They did nothing. They let Lena talk shit. Um, and then Danielle says that Fessler also told her that Jennifer Aiden was making fun of her behind her back. Jennifer Aiden's like, "Girl, I do impressions. I'm a stand-up comic, girl. They ain't got nothing to do with you." Catch me on Comic View.
It was like, girl, you see me on Def Comedy Jam? Like,
Comic View
that's all
on
what I do. I do impressions of people. That's,
That's what I do. It's what I do. It's my thing.
Eddie Murphy is my mentor. What's up?
Hey, girl, shut your ass up, please, okay? But, I mean, Fessler is so messy. Fessler knew that girl wasn't talking about her like that.
She knew, but no, maybe she didn't know. Because here's the thing: this was third party information coming from Troutmouth. So even though Jen, and I'll be honest, even with what the girl said from what we saw on the show, she didn't say anything disparaging about Danielle. She talked about the situation and Danielle asking her to leave. Now, yeah, that was messy for Jen to bring the girl, but okay, whatever.
It was messy. The people
it was definitely messy, but the girl did. It's not like the girl went in on her and said, "Oh yeah," and the bitch broke, and I only charged her $50, and
then she was like, "Look," and so then she was like, "And to top it all off, her breath stinks." Because I would throw that in there. Make sure that gets looked at.
But she didn't say anything disparaging. Even with I understand why I guess Danielle kind of felt the way, because it probably had been coming back to her like, yeah, they were making fun of you, they were talking about you, and Jen Fessler probably told Marge exactly how it happened, and Marge took it and put her own spin on it. And Run It, yeah, Run It. I do think those two girls
They were
were
testing, yes.
they would because they were kind of chiming in at very awkward moments. Like,
Never
yeah,
mind.
so what about Paul? No, girl, y'all shut up.
Hey, I was hey.
Give me 50
Mind
feet
your
on
damn
Paul.
business. Mind your damn business. Okay. But no, they were testing. They've been in just about every group scene so far this season. I
Yeah.
actually think for this is what I hate, right? Sometimes we get girls that come in on a show in a swing period and they get lost in the sauce and then they don't get like Bravo just wipes the slate clean and doesn't go back to them. Like how they were going to do Kiana, but baby, we stood up for Kiana. We weren't going to let that go down. There's another girl who that happened to. Remember the season that Ebony was on New York Housewives? There was another lady named Rashawn,
Mm,
and she was great, but she didn't get brought back because they asked everybody.
yeah.
So I wonder if they're going to bring the girls back that tested this
I
season
would
and give
if
them
they
another shot.
brought for some reason I kind of like the darker hair girl.
Tiffany, is that her name?
One was Tiffany, one was Kayla, but I can't remember who's
Okay,
who.
Kayla was on the other side of the table. Kayla,
Yeah, I like Tiffany
I
then.
like Tiffany. Look, no tea, no shade. I don't want nobody to think, but
Yeah, Tiffany, she can, she can come on back in. I like to see what she got going on.
we can't really say that people don't fit the bill because Marge is a cast member. But
Her thin hair.
Taylor kind of looks, a little pedestrian. I don't know. Is that rude?
No, it's fun shade.
Okay, she just looked normal. That's all. We already got normal enough on this show. Jen says that she didn't say it that way, and she didn't want to go ahead and write. Oh, excuse me. So Danielle asks, were Teresa and Teresa and Jennifer Aiden trying to set her up? Teresa's like, I know you're talking to me. I know you's not talking to me. You can't be talking to me. So leave me out of this, G. And Jen was like, listen, I brought it up as much as I could. I didn't know what I could and could not say. And it was honestly their story to tell how they found out. So, whatever. Danielle is still upset and still not taking accountability, and nobody made her say it, but she wants to get to the bottom of why they told her and not why it was spread in the first place. Um, mm, mm, mm. So after that, Teresa says that it's mighty odd that Danielle is acting this way, and it's very apparent that she has two evil witches in her ear, Eveline and Evelina. And then Teresa says that Marge spread the rumor, and she is the root of all of the evil within this friend group, and I tend to believe it. Jackie says that she's going to be friend. I'm going to be friends with whoever I want to be friends with, and she's over all of the team bullshit. And Teresa says that's how it should be done. And again, Melissa makes a face instead of being a grown woman and saying what she got to say to Teresa when she want to say it to her. She makes faces because she knows Teresa is not giving her anything at the table. So then Danielle says, hey, listen, have you spoken, Rachel, with Teresa? And Teresa's like, I don't really want to talk about this here in front of everybody. But Rachel goes ahead and talks about it. And Teresa says, listen, I get that you want to get it with me because I'm the center of attention. So whatever, let's do it. And again, Melissa makes another face instead of addressing whatever it is that she needs to get off her chest with Teresa. Teresa clarifies that she didn't say that John was a present day drug dealer. And Rachel questions her intention. And if she wants to bring exes out, to be very careful because Louis' exes are all over social media crawling like roaches waiting to get their stories out for $2.50 if they get that much on the dollar. Teresa asks, okay, if that's what's going on, if you want to talk, let's talk about it. And Rachel's doing her big one cussing, and again, Melissa's in the corner making more faces. Teresa says, well, you know what? What is he? He's a parking attendant, right? He's a parking attendant. I think if that's the case, a drug dealer would be better. Ooh, Teresa, was that shade? Ooh, Teresa, did y'all call? Teresa, are you trying to say to that man? You know what? I don't even roll like that. I'm from Duval County, Florida. I ain't gonna say no less. But y'all peak game. Antonio, you can say it. I'm not saying it.
Uh-uh.
Okay, yeah, I don't. Yeah, well, I don't. Went out rats. Went out rats. All right. Anyway, Teresa calls her young and stupid, and Rachel calls her old and dumb or whatever. They go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And then you know, Jackie says that, excuse me, Danielle says, well, I find this right here to be comical that you two are even friends. I can't believe that you two are friends. And Melissa says, I'll never forget the way that she hurt you, and I'm going to hold you to that hurt. And Jackie says, listen, I've gotten over it. Y'all got to let it go. I'm not carrying your shit. And what she meant by that was, y'all got beefs, and y'all not going to put these beefs on me. I'm having fun. I'm getting my friend a contract. I'm eat. Nope, not gonna say that. But I got my friend on contract. I'm doing good. Life's good. Like
Yeah.
what we doing? What are we doing?
Yeah.
And I find it to be pretty lame for Melissa. Also, we're just gonna wrap that up. We don't have to get into it. Everybody knows what happened. Teresa went ahead to go watch her daughters play volleyball. The cameras went up with her. Go ahead and let these people on who are waiting backstage. The phone lines are open. Antonio, let's get in on this and let's get on out of here. But I did want to say that for all that hooping and hollering that lady did and that cussing and fussing, Teresa did not give her anything. Now, what I'm gonna give y'all this. Did Rachel food to eat?
For me,
She
no.
nibbled, but she didn't eat.
I'm gonna say a no, and
She
this is the
nibbled.
reason. This is the reason why I will say no. Do I think that she cussed Teresa the f
Oh,
out?
she cussed her the hell out, man.
Absolutely. But do I think she ate it? No. And the reason why I don't think she ate it is because Teresa didn't give her anything. It would have been a different story if they was having like a true back and forth read session, like a Cynthia and
Teresa
Phaedra
gave her
or Nene and
nothing.
Kenya or somebody like that. Then I could be like, yes. I'm hearing something.
Oh, but wait a minute, Sean, you all right? Can you hear?
Yeah.
Okay, you got what TV on in the background?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Can you mute?
What's something going on?
We hear something on this thing. Yeah.
What, my fan?
Oh, don't worry about it.
Okay. So
Anthony, go ahead.
so Melissa, I forgot where I was, but
Sorry. Oh boy. Melissa trying to hold Jackie to being upset at
okay, so
Teresa.
yeah, so with Jackie, and I like that Jackie clocked Melissa's tea immediately. Said, "I know what you're trying to do. Don't even do it." It's odd that they are coming at Jackie for being okay with Teresa at this time, but Jen and Melissa can be okay. Danielle can be okay with Marge. Danielle can be spending the night at Pinocchio's house in the Jersey Shore. So there's so much that has gone on. Why is it that Teresa and Jackie can't be okay? Oh, and going back to the original thing, I don't think Rachel ate because Teresa wasn't giving her anything. Teresa, to me, gave Queen Bee energy. Nene Leakes season 11 of the Real Housewives of Atlanta reunion. Like, I know y'all want to fire at me on this corner because I'm the one and I got all these motherfuckers in an uproar. That's kind of what it was given to me, because it was like, girl, you're not even worthy of my time. Like, you didn't even get your nose done right. So I'm not even finna sit here and have you get upset like that and have your nose potentially crumble and fall off. Like, it's odd. They're all, I hate to keep saying it, but they're all losers. It is very odd to me. And to me, someone said it today, I think, or last night when I was watching The Lean. Melissa, at this point, she's not an OG on the show, but she is definitely legendary on this show. She's been here for 11 years, but she is not moving like someone of that status
I don't know
should
what she
be
done did
moving.
that ever been legendary.
I'm giving her that just strictly off her
This is
seniority,
off the tenure.
off her seniority, off her tenure
Yeah.
on the show. But she's not doing anything. She's doing things that I expect Pinocchio to do, or I expect Stank Breath to do. Like, she's doing things that I expect for them to do, not someone who's been around for this amount of time. And even though Dolores is supposed to be so Switzerland, even Switzerland, for example, Karen Huger, she jumps in at times and she kind of
What's
tries
right
to
and what's
hold the
wrong?
girls accountable in that moment. But Dolores is just kind of, sitting back, chilling. But I like that when you see when the Queen Bee got up and said, you know what?
We're
My
done.
daughter got to go cut her toenails and I'm going to go help her. The scene was over.
The scene was over.
Production was
And
like, yeah, we good. We didn't get what we wanted out of Teresa. And Teresa was smart enough Y'all, people, she can be dumb, slow, whatever all day. She was smart enough in that moment to know kind of what was going down, and she knew, yeah, I ain't finna give you this. You not finna get your meatball renewed off of me. So
And it looked like next week, her and Louis finna wet their ass out and sit them running, baby. That's how she did it. Oh no, don't worry about it, because you got an audience. I got you one-on-one, but
yeah.
Dolores did tell her this. Dolores did come up out of Switzerland and tell her this. Oh, baby, this ain't over. Teresa finna get your ass. And yet again, Melissa didn't made another face. Hey, Sean, what you got to say to the people? Thank you for being patient. What you got? Did I mute Sean or did I unmute her? I'm sorry. Sorry about that, Sean.
Hey, now y'all know why the real reason why the reunion is not
I
gonna
ain't, I
be
ain't nothing to do Sean.
going on. It's
Why?
because Teresa and Jennifer did they mess and got caught. So they trying to protect them. Cause basically,
Girl, that's some BS. They ain't never protected Teresa
if they
and all these
confronted
years and
them,
all these
they will put
reasons, baby.
they will put them on pause like they did Monica. And Teresa is the number one grudge holder. She only want to be friends with you because she needs that person, just like she did Jacqueline, Danielle. She knows she don't like Jackie. She never did like Jackie.
Well, they speak
So
multiple times a
that's
week
fake.
now.
But the thing is about Jackie, she just want airtime.
They
Smart.
She
all
don't
want
need a check
airtime.
because Jackie is one of the top 10 richest housewives of all the franchises. She just want to be seen. And if Jackie therapy works so well, why not she friends with her sister? Why she ain't talking to her family? So
Did
it's
she
not
say she
therapy, it's
wasn't?
airtime.
Did she say she wasn't? Or you just made that up? Because I know you
She
like
not talking to her
to up
sister.
online and you
You
like
know that. If
to
she ain't even
sit in
talking to her
the chat.
mama, she ain't talking to her sister.
How you she said that this season.
Didn't Mars just say, well, I see why you not talking to your mother?
No,
You
that's
know
not
it's
what Mark
true.
said.
No,
She
wait a
was
But
saying
minute.
it's
that
Now,
all
her
good to
mother
talk to
approved it.
Teresa
Mark
and be
said,
her
Sean,
friend.
Sean,
Yes.
was Mars wrong for that?
Yes.
You
But
have
she
to
did
answer
have a
the
point
same.
though, even though she was wrong. It was true though.
but Mars didn't say that. So
So then we
clearly
just
they
playing that
talking because the
bullshit.
lady clearly said, I ain't say my mama book, which means that her and her mama got some type of communication for her to send the book. And Mars was like, well, I understand why. So yeah, for sure. I
But
don't
if
know.
therapy worked, they'll be talking in family again.
We
So
don't know that
Jackie
to be
just
true,
want
though, dog.
airtime.
We don't know that to be true, Sean.
And it's funny how everybody hated her last season, but now she friends with Teresa. She all good now.
Who said she was all good?
Y- y'all liking her?
Who said I liked her? See,
You
Sean,
you
there you go making up stuff again because I ain't said the words out of my mouth.
you standing up for her? If
I'm speaking
last
about the
year you could,
scenes. And just
if
because
there
I'm
wasn't
not
no
going
standing
against
up
her,
for her.
just because I'm not going against her in the scenes does not mean that I like her or dislike her. I'm speaking on the scenes, and I try to do that with an unbiased. I'm sorry that I can't be biased all the time. When some of them people do some good shit, then I'm gonna say that was good. For example, Jennifer Aiden being messy the way she did, that was messy. For example, Rachel the Nose cussing Teresa out. Did cuss Teresa out boots down. But it don't change the fact that I like Teresa, and it doesn't change the fact that I'm not really a Rachel fan. But I'll give her ones for that. So I
Oh,
don't.
and
It's not that I like Jackie. It's just that I don't understand the whole point of them coming at Jackie in certain situations as it relates to her being friends with Teresa.
and Sean, I have on good authority that someone allegedly doing an interview alleging that she was asked to participate in contract tampering has a lot more to do with why in the vlogs, because they're all involved in the vlogs and they all got caught. So
Contract tampering.
when you ask someone to not renew their contract and to abort a contractual agreement if another cast member comes back, allegedly that is contract tampering, and the network allegedly is not too happy that Marge asked those ladies to do that. And there's a reason, allegedly, why Jackie put that out this week out of all the weeks.
But
And
Bravo
nobody,
should be, disciplining Teresa and Jennifer
well,
for having it.
wait, no, see, now
Because
did
you're
y'all
not
see what
supposed to show
Calvin?
scenes to
No,
nobody. Screeners.
let me finish. Because I talked about Marge, Jackie, and Jen, and you did not acknowledge that. You went right on in and talked about Teresa and Jennifer Aiden. Come on, dog. Shauna, you better than that.
If you attack me and my family, sending investigators and all this, and the production don't do nothing,
If you attack me and you go speaking to my man, ex-wives or ex-girlfriends or ex this and ex that, and you talking about, oh, that's because I love you and I'm protecting you, but you keep bringing it out on camera and not bringing it to me off camera, you don't love me, and you're not protecting me, you're doing it to be a messy bitch because you're mad. So,
like Rachel said, his
all
exes
of
is
that. Are we
coming
talking
out the
about Dallas
woodwork.
there?
His exes is coming out the woodwork. Ain't nobody
Baby,
telling
Marge
them
been on them
to
exes
come
long
on.
before that was even a thing.
They willing to do what they need to talk about Louis.
So because somebody's willing to be messy and nasty and thirsty, then you go ahead and indulge in that. And then when somebody get your ass together with some real facts, now they in trouble. No, you need to be in trouble too because you started it.
They broke the rules. You ain't
So
supposed to
this
give a
see,
blogger a
baby,
screener.
Sean, if you're not gonna acknowledge
Period.
everything, you can't acknowledge nothing with me.
Why you think they didn't? Teresa and
I'm
them
not
been
doing this.
doing this,
So I'm not
but they
doing this with
never
you.
called them out. That's the
Sean,
killing part. They never get
Sean,
called out.
Sean, it's late in Atlanta. You know we ain't got no good water. I'm not doing this with you, okay? Because I love you too much. What you cook for dinner tonight, Sean?
Absolutely nothing.
I know you damn lying ain't cook nothing.
Oh, and let me say about Danielle.
Oh Lord Jesus.
They just set Danielle up. I wouldn't tell you that I've invited Melissa either if you just invited that lady to talk about me when I wasn't there. Danielle is starting to see there's no loyalty. Teresa sit there on mute and don't back nobody up. And Jen is finna later in the season getting ready to see that.
Well, we're gonna be here. We ain't got but 4 or 5 more episodes left of the season,
4 or
so
5.
we finna swing right on out here. Sean, thank you for calling.
Okay.
Sean, you better cook some dinner tomorrow and stop playing.
Bye.
Bye. All
Thanks,
right.
Sean.
Last caller. We're on the way out the door. Last call. Oh shit. Y'all got 30 seconds each. Hey Lula, thank you for calling. You got 30 seconds. Let us know what's on your mind.
Hi. So I just want to say that regarding the whole, I love my sister Sean, but I'm gonna have to stop her on that one when she said that you know, whatever she was saying. However, I don't even know where to start. But all I'm gonna say is Jen does what she wants to do when she want to do it, and can nobody influence her. However, her friendship with Teresa is a real friendship. When it comes to Jackie should have been doing this a very long time ago, but now that her, might be thinking she wants to do it, I don't really care. I think that if you betray me, I am going to do whatever I need to do, whether it's get a check or get back at you. Simple as that. Marge has not been a good friend to anybody, including her bestie, Melissa. And Melissa, don't ever say nothing to Marge because she has to have something on her. That's that. As for Danielle, I'm sorry, like she needs some new clothes. I think the best things about her clothes is the kids' clothes, and that's just that. As for, oh my gosh, I cracked up when you said Pinocchio. That's legit what she reminds me of. And yes, Pinocchio has too much fire up her butt, and I don't even know why, because like I said, she's a fan and she's just fighting the air because Teresa ain't paying attention to her. Okay, love you guys. Ta
All
ta.
right, Lula, thank you so much for your support. We
Bye.
appreciate you. All right, now let me tell you something, sir. I'm gonna let you up on here. You ain't got but 30 seconds. Let's make them count. Randomly Ronnie, how you doing?
Now, what am I supposed to do with 30 seconds?
Make it count. You're a professional.
I definitely am, but 30 seconds. All right, let's do some stuff. I was gonna say congratulations, Chase, on doing the episode on your own. Shout out to Antonio for coming
Thank
through.
you.
And everybody with the comments, you guys all did good. I like the episode. Would you put your hand down? Thank you. I'm talking. Give me my 30.
Wait a minute. Anybody, now, wait a minute. Don't nobody tell me what the fuck to do. Oops, go ahead, baby.
Damn it, Chase. Let's have some fun. No, I like the episode. And yes, the Rachel Fuda thing, it was ambitious. It was a lot. I liked it. I like Rachel, and but it didn't go nowhere. That's the thing. So as you know, I love Melissa. Melissa all day, every day, the goddess that she is. I love Joe, all the things. But I do think Teresa played the hand the best way that she could, which was just to not engage in Rachel, because it really, as much as I like Rachel separately, and as much as I don't love Teresa, even since season one, it is that thing. You would see it on Love and Hip Hop Hollywood all the time. Every girl, every season would come from Moniece. Not saying Moniece was the queen, but Moniece would always give you a show and something to play with, so you could be boring and still win and still kind of get a storyline and some activity out of it. And I think Rachel did a good job, though. I'm not saying she did bad, but in Teresa's case, if I was a Teresa fan, I would say, yeah, just say, yeah, I got somewhere to go, and walk on out. That's definitely like the right move. Regarding the new girls, they seemed pretty cool. Yes, Tiffany was one that I was interested in. I thought she looked beautiful. Regarding Marge, I don't know why everyone hates on Marge so much, but at the same time, I don't love Marge. She's not like somebody that I defend or whatever. But as far as Jackie, she's the most confusing to me, because with Jackie, you have sort of this question of like, she's the richest housewife. She doesn't need to put herself in these situations. She befriended Melissa possibly just to get on the show. So really, like, that even shows like her real intention was always Teresa. So I don't even necessarily think Jackie is going back on Teresa. I'm sorry, on Melissa. I think she just always wanted to get to Teresa, and she, was willing to discard Melissa for it. And I think that actually will be some interesting back and forth. Jackie's a difficult one, though, you guys, just for one simple thing. I hope that this season she doesn't get into it too bad with people, because I just have such a compassion for the food and the eating issues. So it's hard that she's going to be in the mess, but you as an outsider, you don't want to tear her down. Do you get what I'm saying?
I don't think it's about tearing her down. I think it's just about speaking on what it is. Like you stated, Jackie used Melissa to get on the show. Shit, Melissa used her strife with her brother, between her brother and her sister, to get on the show. I mean, she went for Danielle Stab back in like season 2. We know, so they've all done things to kind of get where they are. But of course, the big thing is still everyone trying to get to the queen, which we now see is Teresa.
Oh, definitely not the queen of the show,
Yes,
but I mean, you could think
she's
all
definitely
that
the
you like.
queen.
It's interesting. I'm actually surprised by you two, especially because you guys are both really amazing. You guys got good energy. It seems like you would be attracted to the good energy, the beauty,
I see. I don't. That's the thing. I
star
don't
of the
think
show.
Melissa's
And
beautiful.
Melissa has
I
all
don't think
that, whereas
Melissa's beautiful. I think she
Teresa
looks
can't
like a
even spell
scream
her
mask.
nickname Tree. Like,
So
it's a really
I don't think
interesting
Melissa
thing.
is beautiful. I think she looks like a scream mask.
Are you saying, wait, Antonio, look, one question.
I
So you're
think she
trying to
looks
tell me
better than what she did when she initially joined the show back in season 3. She has definitely upgraded herself. But yeah, I think she
And I
upgraded Joe as well,
personally,
because we know he don't work. He around here posting fake houses that he's remodeled, and the house is somebody else's house. So,
I can
they
guarantee
ain't
this. I can
jumping.
guarantee this. If we did a dinner where like Melissa's my queen, right? And the other gal is your queen. If you guys did a dinner with Melissa, I bet you walk out of there like, oh my gosh, she's so much fun. Whereas
well, let me
Tree,
ask you
she
this: Have
can't
you done
even
a dinner with Melissa?
say it again.
Have you done a dinner with Melissa?
I've not done a dinner with Melissa, no, but I
So then,
will.
how do you know she's so much fun?
She is. She's a superstar on the show. You can see it right through the show.
Listen, I ain't got time to be
To
going
me,
back and
she's a
forth over
loser
that.
on the show.
I'm not going back and forth with you over that ventriloquist dummy.
Now, Chase, is it kind
And
to call
Marge is
somebody
a
a dummy,
puppet
though,
master.
Chase? Did you hear me say anything bad or negative like that to your... I acknowledge everything that Teresa does. I love the stuff with her daughters the most. But see, that's where I think the show needs to go, where you could just love each of your queens. You don't need to, like, compare the two. You know what I mean?
But then you know
I
what?
just love
Let Melissa
Melissa.
go ahead and get her own show on her own network, since she's such a star.
I would be very, very for that. And I've always said this is kind of the
You'd be
best
the
bet
only
for
one.
them, is that they should do 2 separate spinoffs. Do a Teresa spinoff, do a Melissa spinoff, and let everyone just rock out and have all the fan base go where they want to go. The sad thing is Teresa is not going to do much. She just isn't. That's just the sad truth.
What
And
is
I know you
Melissa
guys are
gonna do?
struggling. You're
Melissa ain't
holding
gonna
on
do
to
nothing but
season
sit at the
1.
dinner table with her sisters and her mama,
No, I love them
and talk
too.
about
no
Teresa. Like, we don't want that. We
the
good.
Look,
Gorga,
I'll tell you this,
the
randomly,
Gorgas and the
Ronnie.
Marco, the Gorgas and the Marcos. That was a great, what they call, what is it, the backdoor pilot. That was a perfect setup. I'd
And you
watch
know
And
that
they
what,
show.
talked
randomly,
about
Ronnie,
Teresa. They took the time to take shots at
I
Teresa.
am sure, randomly, Ronnie, that you will be able to watch them on a public access television station near you. We'll continue to watch Teresa on Bravo. And I'm also going to tell you good night because your 30 seconds up, friend. And we got to go. It's late in Atlanta.
All right. Always fun, I guess. Bye. Bye, guys. And bye to everyone in the chat. And shout out to production for doing a good job, too. Shout out to
What we got?
Demisio.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you.
Bye.
Good Lord. We not letting nobody else up on here. We're not talking about nothing else. If y'all let me know what CW station Melissa's listening off will come on, maybe Fox 5, whatever she's coming on, because baby, y'all know she's not gonna be nowhere on the people's screen by herself, making them faces. Anyway, Antonio, thank you so much. Antonio messaged me and said, bitch, I'm coming. And I appreciate you so much for doing that. And
Thank you
you know,
guys
really
for
rocking
having
out. You
me.
stayed up here, you even got on camera. So I really appreciate it. Y'all don't know how big of a deal that kind of stuff is when you're not booked and you come on somebody else's show and you help them out. That's just a really big
Since you
deal.
didn't, you keep saying that you didn't need no help. I was just coming up here because it was just you. Not that you needed help, but I was just coming up. And plus, I wanted to talk about the episode. I wanted to drag Pinocchio. I wanted to drag Dragon Breath. I wanted to drag Scream Mask. Like, I wanted to get them. And you know, that's just what it is. I may pop in again later on. Who knows? They only got hell 2 damn episodes left.
And they're not getting a reunion. Andy says that they're going to take a long pause after this, and we'll be looking forward to see a new Real Housewives slash Housewives of Atlanta slash Miami style reboot. So that means that somebody is going, and I venture to say it's the person who got up and all the cameras left with her.
Hey, we
I
will
think
see.
Teresa's going to be here for a while, y'all. I'm sorry, I hate to say it. I actually don't hate to say it. I love to see it. With that being said, over
Chase,
100
Chase, hold up real quick though. They are asking. I've seen a couple of comments about Dubai. Are you planning to do anything with Dubai? Are you not sure yet, or I'm just
Now, let me
asking
tell y'all about
people?
Dubai, right? Dubai is so much fun. It was such a joy to watch. The second half of last season, and that reunion was good. The first episode has been good, but come on, man. If I do Dubai, y'all got to watch it, dog. Because I mean, I'm tired. We'll see. I'll pray on it. I want to see what the second
Ask
episode
again
gives.
about maybe episode 5.
I'll see what the episode gives, but it is 500 week because we crossed 500. Today is our 3-month anniversary, so you know what? I might do the first episode of Dubai just as a 500 week special, and then we'll talk. We'll get to the rest of the season as it comes. We'll see. So we'll see. Again, thank y'all for supporting
Sam said he'll
over
do
100
Dubai with
people.
you if you do it.
You said what?
Sammy said he'll do Dubai with you if you do it.
I ain't gonna listen to you. You know I can't see that group chat, and I know
No, I'm
Sammy
telling you,
never.
that's what he said.
Sammy did not say that. I don't believe
I'm
it.
looking at it. I'll do
Production,
Dubai with you if you do it. Production, put that up.
put that up, please. That's
Production is
Sean.
knocked
Sean
out.
said, production taking a smoke break. You know, production like cigarettes. We gotta go. All right.
All right, y'all.
We gotta go. Sam ain't say that shit.
He did. I swear he did.
Okay. Oh.
He
Okay.
he did say it.
Mhm.
And now he's
Oh.
saying let me go delete it, but he did say it. But I took a picture of it.
All right, you guys. Thank y'all for tuning in with us. Enjoy your night. We'll see you tomorrow for happy hour. And thank you again.
Thank you, guys.
Oh, and thank you to everybody who called in. Y'all know who y'all are. Lula, Demisio, Ryan, Rolly Ronnie, Sean, who?
Lula. That's it. I think.
Mel.
Mel.
Everybody,
Yeah.
thank you for everybody in the group chat. Y'all know, come on,
Love,
we gotta go
love,
back.
love.